HDRT is Growing with Gratitude, brought to you by Motor Shippers, Trim Techs, Juice Plus by Claremont, and Raymond's Kawasaki, KTM.
Hello and welcome to episode number 4 of Growing with Gratitude. How are we doing, Roger That Racing's way of, it's not really a podcast, but it's our way of recapping what we've been up to and what we have coming up.
Yeah, nice little informational video for y'all. Some past experiences we've had over the last month and what we have coming for the next month. So hard to believe we're over halfway through 2024 already.
It's wild to me. I texted him and I was like, I think it's time. I think it's time to do a recap. So before we get started, we got this nice HDRT cooler bag here, and I think
Snazzy.
I think Hayo might have left some surprises in there for us.
Oh, yeah. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind
All
if I
right.
do. You got yours?
Yeah, perfect.
Nice.
Hayo, a nice non-alcoholic social tonic, one of the proud supporters of How We Doing Roger That Racing. Functional ingredients that help you relax, takes the edge off.
Definitely. Great time. I saw that they were doing a Sober July, so here's to y'all. Thank you.
Perfect. Check out drinkio.com or head on over to the donor page on HDRT's website, and if you click through it, I think there's a 20% discount code.
Nice. They've had some nice giveaways lately for their founders' birthdays as well. So make sure you follow them on the socials, and you get all that nice information, get a nice discount.
Yeah.
Can't miss it.
All right. Well, let's jump into it. We want to, at the beginning of the last one, we said a prayer for the Gary Davis family as he was tragically lost in a motorcycle accident. And we want to just say thank you to the Gary Davis family for choosing How We Doing Roger That Racing for the recipient of their donations in honor of Gary. And we're very grateful for everybody that donated. And thanks to them, we've already done giveaways in honor of Gary. And those recipients have been Michael Nord, Bryson Porter, Kolby Gyomory, Arlen Faul, Cody Mishey, Jason Bowers, Tim Jessup, and Carson Wilson.
It's amazing.
So, yeah, pretty cool. And his legacy will continue to live on. And I know Dougie went out at Harpster that weekend and, cleaned house.
Shocking,
definitely rode. We did a memorial lap for him, and Sandra got on the back of Dougie's bike and did a backwards lap with him. So that was pretty cool. And we got her on the bike, and we're halfway around the track, and Shane's like, we got her on, but how are we going to get her off? What they did.
Fortunately, they're all kind of low to the ground, so it probably wasn't too difficult.
There was, I think, Austin Conant was actually there to help her get off the bike. So big shout out to him. Yeah. And we just want to remind everybody that the For the Riders raffle is still going on. And there are still some tickets left if you want to participate in it to raise money for your own race program. How it works is you get the tickets. You're not responsible for paying for them up front. Once you turn in the tickets, then you turn in half of your sales. You keep half of every donation for the ticket. So it's a $10 donation per ticket, and you keep $5 of each ticket. So.
And if you want to keep it simple, just donate $10 and we'll sell you an individual ticket.
Yes. And right now, I got the website updated. So if you go to HDRTRacing.com and you just scroll down, it's right there on the screen if you just want to donate for a raffle ticket and potentially have a chance to win a KTM SXE3. Pretty cool bike.
Yeah.
$750 cash is the second prize and $300 cash is the third. So who couldn't use that right now?
Right. I'll take any of those 3, please.
And it's everything. All of the proceeds go back into the riders. It's going to giveaways. It's going to all of the programs that are going to help grow the sport and help keep the sport going with the riders that are already in it.
For sure. It's a wonderful event. Things like that. And the bigger cause becomes a smaller cause. So every little bit helps, and just keep chipping away. Yes.
And I think it's a good way for kids to be able to raise money for their own program as well. And, we don't have, we're not Girl Scout cookies. And I think they're a lot easier to sell than Girl Scout cookies, honestly. There's a lot less boxes.
A little healthier for you.
Yeah. And so the drawing will be August 18th
Nice.
at Triangle Motorcycle Club. We'll be there. We'll go live on Facebook with that. I know some riders have already sold out and turned in their tickets. So
yeah, today's the 16th already. So you're looking at 4 weeks away.
Yeah. Crazy. You've been busy at the Police and Fire Games.
We were. We had the 26th annual Fire Police Benefit MX at Amherst at Meadowlarks last month. was a decent turnout for being in the 90s. That being said, we only got to have the event for 2 out of the 3 days because they did such a good job of taking care of us that they ran their pond dry. So not such a great time for the club members, but a great time for the folks that came out for the police and fire benefit. Some of the winners there that we helped take care of with entry fees was Big Tom Keane. Tom Keane is TK 360, and the reason he is TK 360 is because he weighs 360 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
Tom Keane is a NYPD veteran. He did at least 30 years there. He and his crews tend to make it over to the event. If we've had it 26 years, they've probably been to, I would say, at least 22 of them.
Wow.
James Peters also is part of that New York crew that made it over. And then some of the other locals is Wesley Kaschner, Alex Russell, and Kyle Strait. Kyle left before the drawing was made, and he simply took his $35 donation and told Ray Martin of Police and Fire to keep it towards the police and fire benefit.
That makes sense now.
Which all makes sense.
Yes.
And then secondly, since we didn't have the public day, however, we were still looking to give back, we gave the Saturdays to Wilson Kaschner, so the brothers are winning, Matt Dix, Logan Chisholm, and then Mason Dix won the gift card to Iron Pony. So thank you very much for that.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a good turnout. Obviously, being in the 90s, turnout was a little low. I talked to Ray. He was still able to, I think we're roughly $1,800 that we were able to give back to Make-A-Wish and Akron Children's Burn Unit. Last year being the 25th anniversary was a little bit bigger, but once again, we also had a day longer to raise funds. So
yeah,
if you are interested, we'll be doing it again next year. Where is still up in the air. We kind of rotate every few years. So Meadowlarks took care of us enough to run their pond dry. But, this was our...
If you're a track and you're seeing this and
yes.
you maybe want it to come to your place, reach out, let us know.
We talked about that. Location, but also good people, good people. So, we're not looking to go to Redbud or High Point, but, if things work out well and, whether we go to Chillytown or COCR or East Fork or Route 62 or OIR that's up north, Delta and Toledo. We know these are all small tracks that have a long legacy in Ohio.
Yes.
We're not tied to anywhere, just like with the HDRT. So if you guys want some police and fire folks coming to your neck of the woods, and we'd be honored.
Yes, and for a good cause.
Yes.
So, you can't beat it.
No.
Motorcycles and fun and giving back. What more could you ask for?
Nothing. Two great communities that are small niche communities. When they come together, it's amazing.
Yes, definitely so. We were busy in the flat track world. Father's Day, we had race weekend at Triangle Motorcycle Club, which was Saturday and Sunday. Saturday winners included Hunter Messer, Carson Wilson, Mason Conant, Sean Litten, Pappy Holshot, Devyn Horsley, and Patrick Holbrook. And the Iron Pony gift card winner just so happened to be a man named Shane Osberg. And we haven't made it to Iron Pony yet, but he has a plan. And so you're going to want to stay tuned. We'll give you an update when we're on our way to Iron Pony. And then maybe if you watch the live, Shane has some give back plans for that gift card.
Instead of twins in a van with a plan, we got a Shane with a plan?
We got a Shane with a maybe plan.
Oh, what? That'll be
he learned how to go Facebook Live, so... Well, no, I take that. Yeah, he did, because he lived the Sunday service from Father's Day. And speaking of, he wanted in the action.
A little cameo.
Too. So he knows how to do it, but my phone's the one that's always on the red because I'm recording and going live. At least at Nationals, it was that way. Sunday winners were Tanner Brewer, Ryker Cox, Andrew Alexander, Ed Browning, Hunter Browning, Jesse Milligan, Arlen Faul, Cody Mishey, and Kolby Gyomory. And the Iron Pony gift card winner was Matt Alexander. So the Alexander brothers were lucky.
The Brownings, the Alexanders is good weekend.
Well, wait till you hear spectator winners. Casey Robinson, Chow Browning, and Debbie Klein. And we want to give a special thanks to Paul Bailey for singing the national anthem for us on Sunday. He did amazing, was riding in the brakeless class, and unfortunately his bike broke, so he didn't get to race the main, but he still stayed to sing the national anthem for us before the main events.
It's awesome.
And he did a fantastic job. I'm going to get it posted on Facebook. Things just got a little busy, and I'm a little behind on my postings. I do know that the Saturday short track video, I did get that up from Harpster.
Okay.
Sunday half mile, not there yet. And I apologize for the video quality. I was also announcing, so announcing and taking videos sometimes a little tricky. So then we had the Treaty City Fun Ride Day. Oh, I should say, before the Treaty City Fun Ride Day, we had visitors in from Australia that arrived. The Holmquist, Georgie Boy, and his dad and Noni came, and we had the honor of hosting them here at our house and getting to spend some time with them. And let me tell you, like, good people doing good things, and just they don't have an HDRT there, but from what I gather, Dane and George and Steph and Audrey, they pay it forward at, I think Steph was literally taking parts off of George's bike that they have in the garage, like his old 50, to give to somebody that was racing there. Well, they were here. So then we went to Treaty. We took him to Treaty for the ride day, and everybody there won a door prize and or got a giveaway.
Very
and
nice.
Big thanks to Jason Bowers for all of his efforts in getting that going and putting it together and working tirelessly on the track. And honestly, it turned out really well, and we're thankful for all of the riders that came out. It was 5 points for the Ohio State Championship Series, and I think everybody enjoyed it. They had a good time.
Same thing, like that same weekend as our benefit race, so hot and dry, and trying to keep moisture in was I'm sure
and
a chore for them.
There was no help with rain leading up to it.
No, none. We hadn't had rain for 10 days going up to it.
No. Thankfully, this weekend it looks like we got rain.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were showing rain at Harpster Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then it's cooling down. High of like 81 this weekend.
Yeah, it'd be a nice weekend to track.
Yes. Then we headed the next Friday to pushing the Lima cushion put on by Robbie Bobby. And we decided, you know what, let's do some more giveaways. So the winners there were Tim Jessup, Jason Bowers, Luke Wilhelm, Jordan Bolock, Cody Mishey, Bryson Porter, and Michael Nord. We still have to get Michael his money. He's a Michigan rider. And in fact, I think he might have been at Nationals and I didn't make the connection. Yeah.
There's probably only one or two people there. You didn't get to see everybody.
I tried. He's probably in a Facebook Live somewhere that I don't know about. And then we headed to DuQuoin for the Nationals. And it wasn't necessarily always our plan to do live coverage of every event that we were there for, but it just sort of naturally happened. And Scotty Dubler announced, he's the AFT announcer, and he gave us a lot of love on the microphone, and we're very grateful for that. And so we did our best to go live for all of the heat races and main events that we were there for. And there was some really good racing action. You can listen to other podcasts like the Tank Slapping podcast. They've already broke down how things were ran and what improvements could be made and all that kind of stuff. And pretty much everything they talked about, we saw and were in agreement with. And it is just about elevating the game. And for an event of that level, you do expect more exposure and more media presence and stuff. So that's what we know. We're not big, but that's what we were trying to do.
Yeah, the motorcycle racing industry is weird, right? And you've got the AFTs, which is the high end of flat track. Where it compares to Supercross and motocross, maybe slightly below. But right, we've got to do things to be able to grow things.
Yeah.
You would think the amateur nationals for flat track shouldn't be much different than the amateur nationals of Loretta's, where at least somewhere somebody's got some live streaming, some live video going. Does it have to be every single day, every single lap? Be great.
Yeah.
But no. But at least pick out a few hours and try to get the right people doing the right things and a few people on some cameras somewhere, just to help it grow it and help the sponsors that help the people get there, get recognized, and those thank yous out there, because unless you're Daddy Warbucks, you're not doing this alone. It's not possible.
And it's giving those individual rider sponsors the recognition, so they can go get more sponsors, or the same ones are willing to come on board. With that said, I want to give a big shout out to Will Harris, who took it upon himself. He raced every day at Nationals. He runs the fiber optic lines for the AFT for their film crew.
Okay.
And he took it upon himself to do clips of riders. He did a little interview with us for HDRT, and he had his buddy put together an edit that they showed during practice when they were airing practice on Flow Racing for the AFT. And he totally took it upon himself to do that and give recognition to the riders that were there and bring the storyline and help gain some coverage for that event. So big shout out to Will Harris. Find him on Instagram. He has an entertaining account too. So I think he does Will's Cribs or something, and he shows off all of his hotel rooms.
Hotel rooms. Huh?
Yeah, well, we had an interesting one, but I digress. You'll have to find me at Harpster if you want to know more about that. That said, we're sending our prayers for Carson Wilson. He had an ankle injury on the half mile at Nationals, or the Grand Championship. There's no Nationals in the title anymore. And so we just pray for him to heal properly and quickly and to be able to get back out on the track as soon as he safely can. And we want to say congrats to all of the Ohio riders who attended. They had a great showing. Cody Mishey, Caleb Martin, Logan Higgins, Carson Wilson, and Trevor Martin actually won the 450 production class on the half mile on the last day, which was a bit of a bummer. They didn't get to run the mile. But I remember when I posted it, Trevor's mom, Mandy, was the first one to comment and said she was not sad one bit.
I bet not.
That the mile got, turned into the half mile. So congrats to all of them. I think, I hope you'll all be heading to Triangle this weekend, and there might be a little something in store. Thanks to Melissa for reaching out and wanting to recognize the Ohio riders that went above and beyond to get to Nationals.
Once again,
the Grand Championship, I mean.
Folks reaching out to help each other.
And that's the whole idea. Is we want to grow it. And Danielle Wilhelm of Wilhelm Racing put together a thing for the Michigan Mafia riders and helped all of them from there. And so that's something that we're looking into to maybe do a benefit specifically for riders that want to head to the Grands next year. So be on the lookout for that too.
One more thing to do.
Just add it to the list. You know what? If God puts it in our hearts, he'll figure out a way to make time for it for us.
That is a fact.
Yeah. Speaking of Sunday service, I'll have to look at the time. We were pushing it back a half hour because it was a little early last month. So we're going to push it back a half hour. So maybe 9 o'clock, I think, instead of 8:30. And I have the song posted on my personal Facebook page if you want to get familiar with it so you can sing really loud with us. Upcoming motocross.
Yeah.
You're on summer break.
A little bit of summer break. Like we talked about, you guys just finished your championships for the amateurs. Loretta Lynn's will be starting here in a couple weeks. So some of the motos stuff's a little backed off now. They are doing a 3-day Triple Crown at East Fork, kind of the middle of the month, like the week. Actually, I think it's the week of Loretta, so it might be a light turnout. But we still may try to make it down there. And then the end of the month at Chillytown MX, they're going to be doing a Triple Crown as well, leading into August. So those are kind of the events we'll try to hit in August. September is going to be kind of a big one for me for personal reasons. So Veteran MX, which you see if you watch Motocross Supercross, if you watch the race day live shows, or you see their presence in the pits, is just that. It's Veteran Motocross Foundation organization, much like us. They're a 501c3. It's to help military veterans that deal with PTSD, with mental health issues, physical issues, dealing with reverting back to society. Throttle therapy is what they like to go with. We go with gratitude. They have throttle therapy. Yep. So this will be their third Veteran National Championship. It's hosted at Bar to Bar MX in Mays, Kansas. It is a week-long event for veterans. It is ran in conjunction with Kansas State Championship.
Oh, okay.
So there'll be civilians, there'll be veterans, and then also this year they have the adaptive classes will be there.
Oh, that's cool.
So folks that maybe missing a limb or have lost some usage of limbs are going to be there racing as well. So Veteran MX is in the process of trying to raise $50,000. They had a gear auction, much like they did for St. Jude.
Yeah.
A lot of riders did some stuff. And when I talked to Peter Lindquist, they were a little short of that $50,000 goal.
Okay.
Obviously, we've got a couple months. Their goal is to, if a veteran can get there, they can race. So they're reaching out to a local Air Force base. They're going to have shower houses. They're going to try to get some housing and lodging there, generators, lights. If the vets make it out, they don't pay to park. They don't pay to practice days. They've, I believe, 1 or 2 pros or local pros that they're also going to do some schools And then racing is 20th, 21st, and 22nd. So if you want to race, they will pay for it up to 3 classes. Only caveat being is you have to be in the Battle of the Branches. So that's the Motocross of Nations, but military branches. So on my end, I hope to be able to make it out to that. I have had someone offer up a motorhome and trailer to be able to make it out.
Yeah.
So I will be looking for donors of any sort that want to try to help offset that roughly $800 to $1,000 worth of diesel fuel to get out there and back, so that the folks that are donating that won't have to worry about that. So,
and I'll add to that, if you do decide to donate and you have a business and you want representation, we'll do a fresh set of graphics for Tim's bike, and we'll get with Jamie from R9 Designs and get you hooked up with a fresh set. So you're represented if you donate and want to support that cause. So,
and if you like us being the nonprofit and you have veterans in your family and you would like to reach out to them, you can reach out to veteranmx.com, Instagram, Facebook, or their website, and the same thing if you want to help donate towards that. So that will be the middle of September. So
okay, I see we have our other helper that's joined the crew now. And if you want to if you need the donation to be a tax write-off as far as going to Tim for his efforts, definitely you can make it through HDRT, and we'll relay the funds and give you a receipt for that write-off. He likes to show off his guns too. He's been working hard on those. You can catch him in the 50cc senior class this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's enough. Thank you. As you can see, we're a family-operated show, and there's no babysitters here. So we just run with it how it is, and anybody that sees us at the track kind of knows. We're always putting our best foot forward. It doesn't mean that it's going to be perfect, and that's how we sort of expect other people to operate too. As far as flat track goes, we have some exciting stuff coming up, and now he's inching his way into the actual frame. Okay. Triangle Motorcycle Club this weekend, like we talked about. And on Saturday morning, I should mention, it is an Ohio State Championship Series race. So championship points will be awarded. Things are pretty tight. Melissa has the standings posted on the OSCS Facebook page. Make sure you check them out. There's some great prizes. Now he's stealing a high-o. Speaking of that, I'm going to go back to the Veteran Motocross Foundation. Maybe we reach out to Hi-O and see if they would sample Hi-Os for the event, considering it's a lot of PTSD and that kind of stuff.
Very good thinking. That's why I bring this stuff to you, because concussions and PTSD, this doesn't always work the best.
Well, we're going to go for that, and then we're going to have Hi-O.
You're not getting this back.
Okay, see, it's good. It's good, and it's so good I'll let my kid drink it. We're going to work on having it at one of our flat track events too, so y'all can taste it and try it and see how awesome it is, since we talk about it all the time.
I want to get more in the video.
Oh, okay. Would you like to talk about anything?
No, I just want to hide back here.
Oh, okay. All right. Saturday morning, we have the Waldo Tire and Automotive Summerfest car show, and we'll be there set up. Twins in a van with a plan will be there, Seth and Levi. And Triangle Motorcycle Club was nice enough to give us some passes to give out for spectators to come and watch at Triangle. So that'll be a lot of fun. Hopefully we'll get some new people involved in the sport. And then we want to wish good luck to everybody attending the Hollywood Casino race on the 27th, I believe. And then August 3rd, we'll be at Cincy Speedway for another Ohio State Championship Series race. And then August 9th, we have Lawrenceburg that I have on the schedule. And I also know Lucky Thumb is racing that weekend on Friday and Saturday. And we missed it. We were supposed to go last weekend, but it got rained out. So obviously we haven't figured out how to be two places at once. Well, sort of, kind of, but if we don't have somebody else attending the event, then we don't. But I did talk to Megan Green from Lucky Thumb, and if we can't be there physically, we're going to do virtual giveaways. So be on the lookout for that. You'll be able to enter online, and then we'll get you your entry fee reimbursed online as well.
Wonderful.
And then August 17th and 18th, we're back at Triangle Motorcycle Club, and we're going to draw a winner for the raffle.
It's a busy month.
It is a busy month.
At least half of them are within an hour-ish for you.
Triangle's 2 hours, but yeah, it's our home race.
Hollywood, Lawrenceburg, Cincy, least those are
Yes.
a little closer.
And I do know if you're into racing, a really cool race on Friday is Wasion, up in, where is that? It's like southwest of Toledo a bit, but we won't be able to make it because we already have prior commitments with our regular jobs. But it's a great race put on by the Roaders and a lot of fun. And I do believe that you'll see Seth and Levi on some maybe hand shift bikes there that they rode at Lima.
I think I saw something with that. Yeah.
Yeah. So super fun to watch them on those.
Hand shift.
They are. They're
No,
hand
they're
shift.
not. They weren't.
Yeah. They shifted with their hand.
No, they didn't.
On this side, maybe. I don't know.
It was this
All right.
side, yeah.
Well, yeah. Check the pictures from Lima. You'll see. Pushing that Lima cushion. It was a good event. There was a lot of things that happened. Also, shout out to Jesse Weaver who went down there. We showed him the power of frankincense. You'll probably see a video from him we're going to post. He wants to thank Back on Track for helping, which if anybody that's in this sport is injured, definitely check out Back on Track. They are phenomenal at providing resources and funding to help you with your injuries that were incurred via flat track racing. So
Nice.
that is super. And yes,
Look over there.
I
Look
know.
at all
Hey,
of them.
I know there's neighbors. There's lots going on. It's Tuesday. The things are lively. But I think we recapped everything. Is there
Yeah.
anything else? There was something else I was going to ask you about, but you know, we'll move forward.
Figure it out sometime.
We'll figure it out sometime. So yeah, there will be new videos up of Triangle from last week. I'm going to try and have them done before we get there this weekend. And come see us at the Waldo Tire and Automotive Summerfest car show. I think Brandon Robinson's going to get his Mustang. He's going to bring his car there for the show.
All right.
So yeah, lots of good stuff. We'll try and do as many rider interviews as we can this weekend. If there's some that you want to see, let us know. And again, we want to thank all of the partners and donors that make it possible for us to do what we do. And if there's any new donors or partners that maybe want to get involved in like the motocross segment, definitely reach out and let us know. It's we're stretching it as far as we can to do giveaways in as many places as we have already this year. So any help is greatly appreciated. And if you want to buy raffle tickets, head on over to if you want to donate for raffle tickets, head on over to HDRTRacing.com. You can do so. Maybe you'll win a motorcycle or some cash. Yeah?
Yeah, I like it.
Anything you want to tell the camera, Owen?
Hang on. I want to tell you something.
Oh. I can understand what he said.
You can't?
No. Okay. All right. He's got a good ending for the video, and we're all about creativity. And like I said, nothing is deemed to be perfect anywhere. So go ahead and send us out on this video, Owen.
All right.
Thanks, everyone, for watching.
Till next
We'll
month.
catch you on the next one. Wide open gratitude for all of our 2024 partners, Raymers Kawasaki and KTM, Trimtex Drywall Solutions, Moto Shippers, Fly Racing, Lemons of Love, Juice Plus by Claire Monin, Iron Pony, PBR Photography, Hi-Yo, Salina Cycle Center, Insulation Hub, Schwartz Tech, Murray Creations Photography, Wagner Paving, Warp 9, Guts Racing, R9 Designs, Pathway to Herbs, Route 30 Harley Davidson, and VT Industries.